What if the key to inner peace wasn't about controlling your thoughts, but about letting them go? Imagine a state where time seems to pause, where all your worries lose their weight, and you're free from the constant pull of external circumstances. This isn't just a dream, it's the power of non-reactivity and stillness. In this video, we'll explore how mastering these concepts can transform your life, bringing you unshakable peace and clarity. But here's the twist. What if everything you've been told about meditation and mindfulness is only half the story? What if there's a faster, more intuitive way to achieve mental clarity, one that doesn't require hours of sitting in silence? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a completely new perspective on how to find peace in the chaos of modern life. The illusion of time. When you reach a state of complete tranquility, something extraordinary happens. Time seems to pause. The very concept of time dissolves, and you're left in a moment that feels eternal. This isn't just a poetic idea, it's a profound experience that many who practice stillness report. In this state, all concerns lose their significance, and you're free from the relentless march of time. But how does this happen? Think about it. When you're fully present, your mind isn't racing to the future or dwelling on the past. You're anchored in the now, where time doesn't exist in the same way. It's like watching a movie. When you're fully immersed, you lose track of how long you've been sitting there. The same principle applies to stillness. When you're deeply calm, the clock stops mattering. And here's the kicker. This isn't just a subjective experience. Neuroscience has shown that during deep states of meditation or stillness, the brain's perception of time actually changes. The prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for timekeeping, becomes less active. This is why people often say, "I meditated for what felt like 10 minutes, but an hour had passed." Time becomes fluid, and you're no longer a slave to it. Detachment from external circumstances. One of the most powerful aspects of stillness is the ability to detach from external circumstances. When you're not attached to outcomes or events, you experience true freedom. This doesn't mean you don't care about what happens. It means you're not controlled by it. You can face life's challenges with a calm mind, knowing that everything is in balance. But let's be honest, detachment is easier said than done. We live in a world that constantly demands our attention. From social media notifications to work deadlines, it's easy to get swept up in the chaos. So how do you cultivate detachment? It starts with recognizing that most of what happens around you is beyond your control. You can't control the weather, the stock market, or other people's actions. But you can control how you respond. When you stop reacting to every little thing, you create a buffer between yourself and the world. This buffer is where peace lives. Think of it like this. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a storm. If you try to fight the wind, you'll only exhaust yourself. But if you stand still and let the storm pass, you'll remain unharmed. Detachment works the same way. By not reacting, you conserve your energy and maintain your inner calm. The role of the mind. Our minds are constantly reacting to the world around us. Every thought, every emotion, is a reaction to something external. But what if you could transcend these reactions? What if you could witness your thoughts without engaging with them? This is the essence of non-reactivity. By mastering your mind, you can achieve a state of unshakable peace. Here's the thing, your mind is like a mirror. It reflects whatever is placed in front of it. If you're surrounded by negativity, your mind will reflect negativity. But if you can step back and observe your thoughts without judgment, you break the cycle. You become the observer, not the participant. This is where stillness comes in. When you're still, you create space between yourself and your thoughts. You're no longer caught up in the mental chatter. Instead, you're able to see your thoughts for what they are, just thoughts. They come and go like clouds in the sky, but they don't define you. And here's the best part. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes. Over time, you'll find that you're less reactive and more responsive. Instead of lashing out in anger or spiraling into anxiety, you'll respond with clarity and calm. This is the true power of non-reactivity. Practical techniques. So how do you cultivate stillness in your everyday life? It starts with simple practices. Focus on your breath, observe your thoughts without judgment, and anchor yourself in the present moment. These techniques may seem small, but they have the power to transform your mental state, bringing you closer to inner peace. Let's break it down. Breath awareness. Your breath is the bridge between your mind and body. By focusing on your breath, you bring your attention back to the present moment. Try this. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. Repeat this cycle for a few minutes and you'll feel your mind begin to settle. Thought observation. Instead of trying to stop your thoughts, simply observe them. Imagine you're sitting by a river, and your thoughts are leaves floating by. Don't grab onto them. just let them pass. This practice helps you detach from your thoughts and see them for what they are, temporary and fleeting. Anchoring in the present. The present moment is where peace lives. To anchor yourself, try the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This brings your awareness back to the here and now. These techniques are simple, but they're incredibly effective. The key is consistency. Even a few minutes a day can make a world of difference. The science behind stillness. Recent neuroscience research has shed light on how stillness affects the brain. When you enter a state of deep tranquility, your brainwaves synchronize, creating a harmonious state of awareness. This isn't just a feeling, it's a measurable change in brain activity that leads to greater clarity and calm. Here's how it works. Your brain operates at different frequencies, from slow delta waves during deep sleep to rapid gamma waves during peak performance. When you're in a state of stillness, your brainwaves shift into what's known as the alpha state. This is a relaxed yet alert state where creativity and intuition thrive. But that's not all. Studies have shown that regular meditation and stillness practices can actually change the structure of your brain. The prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making and self-control, becomes thicker. The amygdala, which controls fear and stress, shrinks. This means that over time, you become more resilient to stress and better equipped to handle life's challenges. And here's the most exciting part. These changes aren't limited to long-term meditators. Even beginners can experience the benefits after just a few sessions. This is why stillness is such a powerful tool. It works quickly and effectively no matter where you're starting from. Beyond traditional meditation. Traditional meditation has its benefits, but it's not the only path to mental clarity. Energetic practices, such as focusing on the energy within your body, can induce profound states of awareness far more quickly than traditional methods. These practices align with how the brain naturally functions, making them more effective and sustainable. For example, instead of trying to empty your mind, you can focus on the subtle energy within your body. Start with your hands, notice the warmth, the tingling, the pulse of energy. Then expand your awareness to your entire body. This practice, known as body scanning, helps you connect with your inner energy and cultivate a sense of calm. Another powerful technique is heart coherence. By focusing on the space around your heart, you activate its electromagnetic field, which is thousands of times stronger than the brain's. This induces a deep state of coherence, bringing your entire system into balance. The beauty of these practices is that they don't require hours of sitting in silence. You can do them while driving, working, or even listening to music. They're designed to fit into your life, not take you out of it. The power of stillness and non-reactivity is within your reach. By practicing these techniques, you can achieve a state of inner peace that transforms how you experience life. So, take a moment today to be still, to let go of your reactions, and to embrace the tranquility that comes with it. The journey to inner peace starts with a single step. Will you take it? Remember, you don't need to spend hours meditating or retreat to a mountaintop to find peace. It's already within you, waiting to be discovered. All you need to do is pause, breathe, and let go. The storm will pass, and when it does, you'll find yourself standing in the eye of the hurricane, calm, centered, and free.